This is not a Real Madrid video. This is not a Barcelona video. I told all of you, man, this is a La Liga channel. So we talk about every single team in La Liga as well. And today, let's talk about Atletico Madrid, man. Let's talk about a team which, as always, every season will be competing for the league, similar to Real Madrid and similar to Barcelona. But Atletico, compared to Real Madrid and Barcelona, they've spent the most money this summer. They have been very active this summer. And in the past 5 years, they've spent more money than Real Madrid and Barcelona. So I don't ever want to hear Simeone come out and say, well, we can't compete with Real Madrid and Barcelona. Well, financially, we are nowhere near these clubs. Brother, you've spent more money in the past 5 years than Real Madrid and Barcelona. Don't tell me nothing, yeah? I don't want to hear no excuses. And specifically this summer, they have been very, very active, whether with the rivals or departures or a player which they've renewed for another 6 years. Listen, let's talk about everything with Atletico so far, because low-key, they're cooking. They're cooking. They're coming next season strong. Next season, they're coming, full gun blazing, bro. What they've done so far, which we'll talk about every signing, what they need if they were to pretty much compete on both the Champions League and the league. But listen, before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. The road to 100K, baby, starts from now. And of course, comment your own thoughts, whether you're a Real Madrid fan, whether you're a Barcelona fan. Comment, what do you think of Atletico's pretty much summer window? And if you're an Atleti fan, are you happy? Rate your window from 1 to 10. Listen, the summer started with, for me, look at this, so many tabs. Them man have been active. First of all, it started with Pablo Barrera, the talented midfielder. One of the most talented players in La Liga over the past pretty much 2 years, ever since he got his chance. But this guy, the fact that they renewed him to 2030, City wanted him, but he's staying for another 5 years, which is massive for Atleti. They are keeping one of the talent midfielders, one of the wonder kids, one of the star players, and he's going to be starting 100%, but with a different partner. But another is they've said goodbye to Ronaldo. If you guys know him very well, he's been covering as a left back, as a centre back over the past 3 years. He was very good 2 years ago. He had that breakthrough season 3 years ago, but 2 years ago, he was starting pretty much every game. He was very reliable on the left-hand side. The last season, Galan was starting a lot more on the left-hand side. You guys remember the game against Real Madrid, Atletico in the Champions League. The first half, Rodrigo absolutely cooked Galan. The second half, when Ronaldo came in the second half, Ronaldo did well defensively, but I think he's going to the Premier League, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look. And it doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure he's going to the Premier League. He's going to the Premier League. Another person who's going is Witsel. This Donny put it in the bag, bro. I can't believe 2 years ago, this guy was a guaranteed starter as a centre-back. Before Robin de Lamont came, this Donny started as a centre-back. Come on, bro. Big 2024, you've got Witsel starting for you. But he's leaving as well. Now, we're talking about the arrivals. The first arrival is Matteo Reggeri. He is a left back or a left wing back, which he's been playing a lot at Atalanta. Very talented, very young. I think he is 23, 24. If I'm 22 years old. He's going to be signing a 5-year contract. Of course, Atleti, they've been rumored to different left back this summer. Robertson being one of them. There was another left back, which I remember they were rumored to. I forgot his name. But they're signing Reggeri, which to me is a good signing. It's a very good signing. I think out of all of them, Robertson, big 2025, put in the bag. They were rumored to sign Tierney before he went to Celtic. Put in the bag, bro. The fact that there's... and who? One more. Chilwell. Put in the bag, bro. Reggeri, big signing. Very talented going forward. Defensively, depending on how Simeone is going to be playing, I think it's a good signing. We all know Atletico, the myth, the narrative about Atletico is always, defensive team. Brother, whenever I hear someone say Simeone is a defensive coach Atletico is a defensive team. You're casual. You haven't watched Atletico for the past 4 or 5 years. Maybe that was a thing back 10 years ago in 2015, 2016. Back then, it was a thing. Now, over the past 4 or 5 years, them men are more attacking than defensively. They are leaking more goals than going forward. That's why this is a good signing, because they need a lot of defensive reinforcement, which they've made, which I'll come to. Then, for me, their biggest signing is this man right here, Alex Baya. This is a signing which will change Atletico season. This is a signing which will come to 12 months from now. We'll talk about this summer. We'll talk about this signing being one of the best signings for me this summer. This is already one of the best signings this summer. What they've signed him for, 45 million? 45 million. I can't lie. Alex Baya, as a human being, not good enough. As a human being, I'm so disappointed. As a human being, I don't like him as a human being. If you guys don't know, hey, the story with Fede Valverde, get to know. Research about it. I'm not going to repeat it again. Because when that happened, I was fuming. But as a footballer, I cannot deny this guy is talented. This guy is one of the most talented players in La Liga, especially in his position. This guy, over the past 3 years, always double digits assists. His vision and his passing ability is second to none. Very versatile. Can play as a left winger, left midfielder, or as a left 10, depending on the formation which Simeone is going to be playing. Whether he's going to be playing 4-4-2, where he's going to be perfect as a left midfielder, or he's going to be playing as a 4-2-3-1, or he's going to be playing a 3 at the back and having him at the 10 position. He is perfect. He is so versatile. Villarreal, he was one of the most key players in there. For Spain, he's managed to get couple games. He was more crucial for the team that went at the Olympics, for the under 21 team. This guy's talented. I swear to God, yeah. For me, I like him as a footballer. As a human being, it's completely different. I feel like he's going to be a massive, massive part in Simeone's team. Similar to this man right here. Actually, no, the person after that. Reggeri, someone who wasn't a starter for Atleti, but he's leaving. He's going to Real Betis. And, of course, Angel Correa, who this guy was a off-the-bench demon. Every time Atleti needed a goal, this guy will come off the bench and manage to score. I think last season, he scored about 4 to 5 goals off the bench in the last 5-10 minutes of a game. I remember the game against Celta Vigo, the game against Bilbao, in the 93rd minute, he came off the bench. This guy was very good. Scored over 80 goals for Atletico, and now, I think, how many years was he at Atletico? 88 goals. 88 goals and 65 assists. Fairs, wallah. Fairs, man. Fairs. But yeah, he's leaving as well. He's going to Mexicano. But this man right here, Johnny Cardoso. What a signing. What an absolute signing. Johnny Cardoso made his breakthrough this season. Well, last season, whatever you want to say. Last season, this season, because the next season is yet to start. So you can say this season. This season, he made his breakthrough with Real Betis. Started pretty much most games. Last season, you saw the glimpses. Last season, you saw what he was all about. This season, hey, he discovered himself. He basically said to the whole world, said to the whole La Liga, listen, I'm here. The game against Barcelona, remember, incredible. The game against my team, Real Madrid, incredible. The game even in the Conference League final, yes, they lost, but he was incredible. Even the route to get into the Conference League final, he was incredible. They signed him for cheap. They signed him for what? 25 million, 20 million for one of the best midfielders in La Liga this season. And that's what I'm saying. La Liga, you get so many great players for that kind of fee. For that kind of value, you get so many players. If he played for the Premier League, let's say he had a season at Wolves, at Brighton, and he had a similar season to what he had at Real Betis, they would value him at 60 million, 70 million. The fact that Atletico got him for 25 million is an absolute bargain. They managed to get Baya and Cardoso for less than what? 60 million, 70 million, which is insane in today's market where every player is inflated. Every player is worth 80 million, 90 million. So the fact that Johnny Cardoso is a massive player, Cardoso next to Barrios for next season is going to be insane. They complement each other perfectly. Cardoso is very good on the ball, but he's a more defensive-minded player. Barrios is very good on the ball. He's more an attacking-minded player. They complement each other perfectly. They're great on the ball together. They can both go forward. They can both defend. That's an elite midfield. Elite midfield already. Then they said hello to Thiago Almada, the man who played for Lyon. He had a spell at Lyon, he made his name more at the United States. I think he played for Atlanta in MLS. He went to Botafogo, had a very good season, came back to Lyon, did well at Lyon last season, I think for 6 months, and now they've signed him permanently. Very good player. Can play as a right winger, as a left winger, but he's a 10. Left-footed player, going forward. He's speedy, he's tricky. He's a good player. He's going to replace, I think, Angel Correa. He's going to be the Angel Correa replacement. He's not going to start. I don't think he's going to start for them because you've got Antoine Griezmann in that position, but whenever Antoine Griezmann's not playing, Almada's going to play for his position. Whenever Antoine Griezmann is tired, Almada will come off the bench. It's a good sign to have, especially replacing a Correa. Correa is more of a goal scorer. Almada is more of a creator and can find his shot as well. This is a good signing, especially for, I think, 20 to 25 million. Then, Mark Pubil. I think he played for Almeria. Yes, right back from Almeria. Very talented, how old is he? I think he's 21 or 20. 22-year-old. 22-year-old. He made his name, of course, in the Euros. He was part of the Olympic goal that won the gold medal in Paris last year. He is a right back, been impressing for Almeria, and they need a right back, to be fair. They need a right back. Molina's not good enough. Llorente, his best position is not a right back. It's more of a right midfielder, centre mid, but they forced him to play right back. They now have a right back. They now have an actual young, good right back. Molina, this Donny made his name because he scored a goal in the World Cup, bro. Put it in the bag as well. Put it in the bag, bro. This is a good signing for Atletico. They've now fixed their left back and right back, which is crazy. In one window, they've left back, same to Real Madrid. Trent and Carreras, they've done the same. Reggeri, and of course, man like Mark Pubil. But before I come to the centre-back, Saul, this done, fair enough. He existed in 2025. This is the signing. Hanko. David Hanko. He was supposed to be going to Saudi Arabia. Here we go, was done. Saudi Arabia, I don't know what happened. I don't know why the deal fell through, whether it was a medical problem, whether it's Al Nassr changed their mind, because Laporte is leaving Al Nassr. Laporte is going back to Bilbao, which is a massive signing on its own because Bilbao is getting someone back. Laporte is, of course, a former Bilbao player. But when Laporte left, this guy was supposed to replace Laporte at Al Nassr. Then I saw the here we go from Fabrizio, and then 2 days later, the deal fell through. And then 24 hours later, I saw him sign with Atleti. Hanko, of course, played with Feyenoord for the past 2 to 3 years. They needed a centre-back. They needed an absolute centre-back. Of course, they managed to activate the clause to get Longley from Barcelona, which, okay. They, of course, got Jimenez. He's been there, an OG for the past 10 years. They, of course, signed Robert de Lemon last season. He was the most consistent centre-back. They now got an actual centre-back next to him in Hanko. They have now got at least 4 options. Longley, who actually did well under Simeone last season. They've got Jimenez. He's an OG, of course, always there, reliable. But at this age, in 2025, I don't know. But they have now got 2 actual solid centre-backs. So for next season, whether they want to play 3 at the back, have Longley on the left, Robert de Lemon as a right, and then Hanko in the middle, or they could play 2 at the back with Robert de Lemon and Hanko both playing. They've got options now. They've now fixed a right back, a left back, and a centre back. But the biggest signing, the biggest L, as good as Hanko is, as good as Pubil is, as good as Almada is, as good as Cardoso, and as good as Baya, and as good as Reggeri, they've made one massive L, which they haven't confirmed yet. But yesterday, the here we go came. Yesterday, you know what? Let's find it. Yesterday, the here we go game, and that is, for me, their biggest L. And that is, where is he? Where is he? Here we go. Samuelino to Flamengo. Here we go. This is a mistake. This is an absolute mistake, especially what he did 2 years ago at Atleti. 2 years ago, Samuelino, that 23-24 season, incredible. Incredible. I remember the game against Real Madrid where he absolutely cooked Lucas Vazquez and Dani Carvajal. Even last season when he came off the bench and started. Brother, this guy was cooking. I'm surprised they sold him because I felt like they needed someone at his profile. Now they've got, of course, Simeone's son, who is that kind of player. They've got Almada, who's that kind of player. Julian, of course, is different. He's a striker. Solif is a striker. Griezmann is a striker. But they needed someone on the left-hand side. Baya is very different to a Samuelino. They needed someone off the bench that can create it like an X factor. This guy can create something out of nothing. I'm very surprised they sold him. Very surprised they sold him. Fair enough, they managed to get 22 million. However, I think Atletico, they still need a winger. A left winger, not a right winger, because Simeone is more as a right winger, but left winger. They need a left winger. Bayena's different. Gallagher they've got, he's different. They need a very tricky, speedy left winger, which I think they might get. But their window so far has been incredible. No one can deny it. Look at these signings, bro. It's a good window for Atletico. And next season, it's not just Real Madrid and Barcelona. Next season, Atletico involved. But one thing for Simeone, this is a message to you. You know what? Let me close the screen as well, man. Let me chat to you now. This is a message to you. I don't ever want to hear you come up with excuses. Don't ever tell me that you're not financially capable to compete with Barcelona and Real Madrid. Don't even tell me that. Over the past 5 years, you've spent more money than Real Madrid and Barcelona. Don't tell me money is an issue. You men have spent money. Yeah? They have invested in you. They've given you so many resources, so many funds. So don't tell me next season if you don't win, if you go trophy this again, don't tell me, oh, I can't compete with Barcelona and Madrid. Atletico, we can't. No, bro. You've spent more money than us. More money than Barcelona. So don't tell me, don't use that as an excuse. But next season, let's see what you can do. I feel like next season should be Simeone's last season. I feel like Atletico, they need a new chapter. The chapter with Simeone has been elite. All-timer, iconic. He's managed to win them 2 La Liga trophies in the era of Messi and Ronaldo, which is incredible. 2 Champions League finals, incredible. Semi-finals, incredible. Copa del Rey, incredible. I feel like now the chapter needs to be closed. This is, for me, his last season. Let's see. Put down in the comments if you agree or disagree. Put down in the comments what you guys think of Atletico's summer window before we start. As always, like I said, this is a La Liga channel. So expect more players to watch out for in the next couple of weeks before the La Liga season starts. Mid-August, players in lesser teams that you might not be aware of or you should be investing your stocks on for next season. I'll drop a couple of videos the next couple of weeks. But yeah, like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel. The road to 100K starts now.